Makes you
Throughout the video, Charlie would respond to a variety of vegan gains, deflections, and arguments, such as how vegan gains accuse Charlie of fostering a toxic community, as well as how vegan gains are misrepresented.
Don't blink. If you wink, welcome to the show. Doing well, having a wonderful day on this 22nd March 2025. I realized that the chair is a bit too much. I was watching the video recording yesterday, and I didn't really like the portion of what was to be used here. It's not a big deal, but it's still something that matters to me. So we're gonna be fixing this. Okay, they're doing well. Because I'm having a wonderful freaking day. Super excited to be here with you guys. Yesterday was a really cool live, so very, very blessed. Very, very grateful. So always a good thing. It looks like I'm lagging a little bit. I hope it's nothing too bad. And there you go. That's perfect. We're watching a video from an internet archivist. The phone is a little bit too far. So thank God I got my glasses. We're still eating chicken cutlet, which we had yesterday, which are really cool. So let's get right into it. Today we're gonna be doing the same thing as yesterday. Yesterday we went a bit over time. It's not a big deal, but I do like having a certain amount of time every single day. Don't blink, kiss your boy, ain't close out to the commentary show. Doing well, having a wonderful day. Let's play some Tokyo Ghoul, of course. Second video. We're also live on TikTok, so if you want to join, you can absolutely do. So I like having being there a couple of times per week. That's why I see people and bless those people, but those people that are there 10, 12 hours per day, and I admire that. I admire that because I wouldn't be able to do it, and it's a day-to-day basic, you know. So without further ado, let's continue. I'm gonna be hearing the game. It's not gonna be too loud. I'm also gonna be hearing the TV a little bit more. I have the chance of having some background noises, white noises, and at the same time, you know, it's something that really helps me on a day-to-day thing. So might as well put it there also, right? You guys are not seeing the game. See, that's a problem. I'm usually here, but you see the game. Now, it's a bit of a problem because there is some lights problem. Luckily, I live in a 1.5, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, we're still seeing this. Today was a really good day. Managed to work out a little bit, which was nice. Went out to my father's house, which was also nice. Really cool day. So without further ado, let's get right into it. As I say in French, bon appétit. As I say in English, bon appétit. Here we go. We're still eating the I'm going to the house. Oh, we got the napkin. Okay, it's not a big deal. We're still eating those bad boys. They're freaking amazing, delicious. I've had one this morning, and I remember it yesterday. I think yesterday they were a bit too cooked. Nevertheless, appreciate you, Z-Tex. If you're doing well, because they were a bit too cooked. I think the no, never mind. The tomato taste is still very, very present. However, it's pretty much done. What's up, Paulo? How are you? You're doing well. Once again, eating as always. You know the deal? How was your day? You had a good day? Guys, I'm sorry if it's lagging. It seems like it's lagging to me. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. It doesn't really happen when I'm home. When I'm not home, it does happen. I don't know. I do not know why. Amazing news today. I want to take the time to shout out Kid Boga. If you're familiar with the channel, I've been listening to Kid Boga for years now, and I do mean years. Thanks to him that I started doing content. Thanks to him that I discovered Twitch. I discovered Twitch, now I start making content.
Also explained to vegan gains
Right.
went wrong with his approach. With constructive feedback,
Ignite the fire. That is the love that I have for content creation, right?
This with comments stating,
That's pretty good. So Kitbuga, I listened to him for a couple of years.
Then I realized it's actually pretty intelligent.
There's
Did Charlie just destroy him?
there's a genre. There's a genre in here. And the problem with this genre, which is scam baiting, just type of video that Kitbuga make, is a lot of people, okay, we're wasting scammers' time. There is some limit to follow though. There is a certain line to cross. They're criminals, but you know they're human beings. And kids always staying polite, possibly the most polite in the whole genre. And kids have made the news there. Not the Canadian news. I just saw something pass on YouTube. What? It was in the news, which is great. Because again, what he's doing is a good thing, right? It's not because I've been watching a lot more YouTube lately. Because I've been watching a lot more YouTube lately. Actually have a wider array of what I watched. Like for example, last week, it was a channel, which was Suits and Boots. A dude who had a fire job. He got a freaking farm. I take care of it, you know. I have a problem with light when it's actually going on. I'm talking about the light. I know it's annoying. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, and even a bit before, we spent a couple of weeks watching Outdoors Boy, which was amazing. Really, really, really good. It's again, it's cases of people that have their own kind of content, you know? I wouldn't necessarily watch outdoors content. I wouldn't necessarily watch survival content, but they're entertaining, so yeah. Now, with scam baiting is different because with scam baiting is almost a prank call. We absolutely saw. Absolutely saw. Absolutely saw. People like Onish pranks. In the beginning of social media, it was a place where human nature was pushed forward. And for example, right now, I'm watching a video, 5 hours compilation of everybody that went against Penguin ZO. Now, I do like Penguin ZO, but I don't know him as much as I would like to. So, that is actually super interesting, super entertaining. It's not so great for you guys because it's more so, but you see, the cool thing that we're doing is we're having we have the almost the habit of watching content I can watch and I hear about it. When I go to work, I listen to music. I listen to content, right? So what I like about the it's one thing to be entertaining at home. It's one thing to be entertaining in your space. It's a completely different thing to be entertained in a place where you have to work, you know? And so every single piece of content that we're watching it's more audio. So for example, this one, if I don't speak,
an Instagram post, she posted this. Apparently she even posted one of his house.
So you see, you don't really need to see the screen or the TV. You can just listen to it. And that is great. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts from a channel called Critical Role, and it just has been great, guys. It just has been great. I don't know why we're talking about this. I don't know why we're talking about this, but we are talking about this. And Critical Role is a D&D, but they're taking, and it's beautiful. It's such a smart concept. So they take voice actor and they're playing a D&D campaign, which is an RPG, a tabletop RPG, where you create these characters and you create them from scratch, and they act those voices, and it's phenomenal. You know, I've just been watching that. So this is V8. This is red hot sauce, and this is pickle juice. Yes, it is pickle juice. I actually do like pickle juice. I know it's weird. There's something. What? It's odd because you think it's odd because other people makes it feel odd. You know, they're like, hey, you shouldn't like that stuff. It's weird. And you're just like, okay, yeah, you're right. But then you start liking them, and it makes sense. Yeah. But then you end up drinking it, and you're like, I do like that. And they don't give a fuck what people think, right? But yeah, pickle juice has this. It's a really good when you mix it with drinks. When you mix it with I wouldn't go as far as saying an alcoholic drink, but when you drink it, for example, right now we're trying to lose weight. So tomato juice acts as, and I know I said this before yesterday, but we're still gonna repeat it because the more I repeat it, the more I understand it. The more I understand it, the more it's part of my life. So tomato juice, your nutriment, your vitamins, your iron, your carbs, your sugar, they're all natural. You got pickle juice for the taste, just for fun, and got hot sauce, which is good for the hot sauce. What it's gonna do is it's full of betamucin. Betamucin, what it is, it's a chemical that makes you sweat. It's a chemical that raises that body temperature. So when you have pain, when you eat something that is super spicy, and you have a pain, that's thanks to this. So kind of super important. So now, I'm so sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Paying attention, doing two things at once, so it's a bit harder. Only we have the lovely Liv and the chat. How are you, Liv? It's been a while. Hope you're well. Have a wonderful Saturday evening. What are you up to? What are the plans for the evening? I've got a beautiful ink. And you know what? I have watched a couple of Liv videos, and the creeping thought of this accent, this possible accent, is slowly fading away. So call me a fool. Call me fooled. Maybe it works. Okay, again. We're watching such a good video too. Holy, you guys are nuts. What's going on, Andrew? How are you, my dude? Liv, you remember Andrew? Andrew, you remember Liv? You guys met each other, I believe it was last Sunday, so a week ago. How mindful. How remindful. Okay, so this is done. You know what? I want to pay attention to you guys. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do something that takes a little bit more time. Can't promise you guys that I'll be 100%. I'm like an absent dad, but I'm still the dad, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm the absent dad that still has the picture in the household. So like, mom, who's this guy? That's your dad. Oh, okay. No. I'm about to go pick up Michael right now. Ooh, that's so that's nice, dude. Andrew, you say hi to Michael. For me, dude, that is so freaking nice. Have a lovely fucking Saturday, boys. What's the plan? I'm gonna be watching some hockey, watching some UFC, dude. That is dope. That is dope. That is dope. So, as I say in French, that's zdrovia.
Sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps
Oh.
this convo to a better place. That is one of those
We're not used to the hot sauce. We're not used to the hot sauce. So my poor belly, my poor belly, which similar is very similar how you said. I love words that sound similar. My poor belly, my pork belly. We just went Filipino in here, for whatever reason, right? Thanks for the like, Liv, you lovely, lovely human being. Because then again, people will say, huh, you say she's lovely because she's a lady. Yes, I am. I'm just chilling. I have work at 10, 6:30 tomorrow. Sheesh. Yeah, that sucks. But hey, 6:30, you still got your evening, right? Well, you still have your Sunday evening, so it is what it is. But as long as you like your job, bro, and always remember, it's a mean to an end, bro. I was watching this show yesterday.
interesting because it comes
and it was a young couple. Okay, the show was 90 Day Fiance, so you can judge me. You can judge me all you want. I don't give a fuck. 90 Day Fiance, and it was this couple who was looking for a home, and they used the word "we're not looking for a forever home,"
There's really nothing she can say here.
and I just thought that was so mindful. That was such a beautiful way to put stuff.
Like, I don't think
It's not my forever job. It's not my forever home. It's not my forever whatever you want to think about. But it's a beautiful way of putting things. I think I'm just gonna. I love Andrew, but I think I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna be pinning. I'm gonna be pinning Ink. I'm gonna be pinning Liv because she's being super supportive. If you want to get a pin, just be kind. Just be kind. And tap the screen because it does help the content creator. Now, I don't like Andrew. I love that Andrew saw me pinning Liv. It's like, oh, I'm gonna tap that way. He feels bad. I do feel bad, bro. I do feel bad, bro. You're next on the list, my boy. You're less on the freaking list, my bro. Gotta be honest. Yesterday, I had to say sorry for yesterday. We're doing much better today. But I have to apologize for the live of yesterday. The live of yesterday was horrible. It was a really cool live with you guys, but I've had prune juice in the morning because we're trying to be healthier. So I wasn't feeling well because prune juice contains a lot of fiber, and fiber in the human body. I'll let you guys know what it does. Can somebody tell me in the comment what it does? No, it makes you poop. The poop shoot was burning. But now we're feeling a lot better. I was like, you know what? Maybe a cup of prune juice is too much. Let's have a half a cup. And then I filmed this video called "A Man Half a Cup." Age restricted right away. Yeah. It's so cool. We spent 4 days with no sugar, so pretty happy. Pretty fucking happy. Now I know what you're gonna say. There's too much information. I heard about it and I was like, you know what? Thank you, bro. I love how conflicting you guys are. I got one person on the aforementioned devil and angel, which we got tattooed by the way. This small flex. I got this one person who was like, hey, good stuff, bro. The other person like, too much information. I heard about I heard of it, and I was like, too much information sounds like an excuse. I do tend to do that, but then again, I'm a simple person. I'm a simple human being, and I think we're all human beings, and I think we all have our flaw, and we all have our trial or shortcoming, you know. So yeah, did I just found a way to scheme to manipulate you guys into believing that too much information is now okay? Did I manage that? I don't think I did. Oh my god, that's so cool. I have a sun and then a moon on my opposite forearm. Great mind think alike. What was the inspiration behind it, Liv? Tell us more about your moon and sun.
Charlie's video, who would analyze the situation and give commentary on Nerd City's video. Charlie would take the side of Azzyland and criticize Sniper Wolf for the difference in response time in comparison to the
It's so cool to have like a sun and moon because you're looking at literal planet, right? And we're not gonna get into the context of religion because, like, again, there's so much talk about religion. But you see the sun and the moon, and I know they're not being right. I know they're planets and they're part of a galaxy, right? And I know they're not all alive. But if I was to picture a celestial being, I wouldn't picture a dude with a beard. I'd picture like a sun or a moon, right? Because celestial being. But then again, if you talk about religion, you want your the Messiah or Jesus or Muhammad or David to be people that are kind of similar to us, right? Because they created us in our image. Yes, they're celestial being, but they're still being. And I think that's important. I think that's important. It is such a priority to. I'm not religious. I would like to, of course. But what's up, Jim? How were ya? Jim took out the freaking Coral with a freaking eye patch. Jim, I was doing great. I am super happy to see you. but I miss your old PSP.
Titled "The Snipe Wolf Situation Gets Worse."
A little bit. I was doing good until I saw the PSP. The moon was love space. What is that? Is that a character? Space? Am I missing it? Oh, it's from Danadan. Danadan. The moon was really a scar cover up. Oh, I love that. The inspo was because I've always been a night owl, and I content comment cut in half. God damn you, TikTok. It's really cool. And no matter what happened with your scar, no matter how you got it, you know what? It's all a question of perception. You used to have a scar, now you have a beautiful moon. All that matters, in my opinion. Night owls are freaking awesome, dude. You're going to the grocery store, and you're seeing all of those people like, yeah, I love being part of society, but I don't want to wait in line. Or you go out and there's traffic and people honking and it's so noisy and like, oh, I don't want that. Then you go out in the night sky and it's quiet, it's calm. You're alone. You feel like the world is yours. And that is a beautiful feeling. Good and new, love space. I hope OPV was higher. You know what? The OPV was higher, but I think the personality of Jim, the person behind the PSP is as fire, if not a little bit more. So, Jim, all is good, dude. All is freaking good. Now you're gonna see me coughing up a lot. This is the it's not the Metamorphosis, it's not the name. The Capuchin. And there's a name for the there's a name for that. I don't know what it is. There's a name for that. Okay, so I'm gonna go on Google because Google, yeah, I got my back. Capuchin, body. Okay, so what is that? Get it up the Capuchin, no. Okay, so why is spicy stuff good for you? Okay. So weight loss, of course. Effective food good for skin? No. Benefit, okay. What about your body when you eat spices? Yes. The immediate part. Although more conclusive study of eating spicy chili rich in capsaicin is linked to increased level of HDL cholesterol, which is possibly good cholesterol, I guess. Which protects against heart disease and decrease LDL cholesterol responsible for heart disease. Okay, so it wasn't what I expected, but hey, we did it. What did I do today? That's a very good question, Jim. Today was a good day, but it was a weird day. So, not to brag about it, but 4 days ago, I decided to go on a weight loss journey. So we stopped with the junk food, which I was addicted to, the sugar, which I was addicted to. So today was a day where I didn't do as much work as I wanted to do. But I was a bit more in control of my emotions and not a total mess. And one of the first day were in a couple of hey now you're a rock star. Hey now you're an all star. Just a little ads of Candy Crush Saga. If you're watching YouTube, you probably did saw the ad. Yeah. No, it's not me. It's we're watching a show. And sadly, I wish it was me. I wish I had that good taste. First of all, for Shrek. Second of all, because the lead singer was a legend, and he sadly passed away. Rest in peace. And yeah, it's a great song. It's a great song. If you're born in the 90s, I don't know how old you are, Jim. But if you were born in the early 2000s, if you were born in the 90s, All Star was part of your summers. This, Sean Kingston, with somebody called 911, shot is dancing on the dance floor. Whoa, whoa, I got a cooler down. What was another song? My heart's a stereo. I'm born in the 2009, so you miss all the good stuff. Hey. Happy 16th birthday. Congrats. You know what? You miss All Star, but you got Walking Dead. So then again, tomato potato, right? What would you do if he said yes would go? I would ask you, what is your first language? Because that did not make any sense, my dude. But I would say, sure. I would say probably, and I would say good try, kinda. So I'm missing a oopala. I have to be careful because the phone is a bit too far. So when I go to reach it, I often push it. Love space. Is Dandadan good? Because I've been reticent because the thing with Dandadan is there's Dandadan right now. There's Sakamoto Days. There's a bunch of new animes on Netflix. There's Fyoden. There's Delicious in Dungeon season 2 coming out. Oh, what am I missing also? What am I missing? What am I missing else? There's a bunch of new anime that are fresh to death. You missed out Jersey Shore too. Too young for Jersey Shore. Eesh. Jersey Shore was my last year of high school. I have never wanted to be another race so badly. I have never wanted to be an Italian so badly and say, hey, what happened to the Gabagol? A little soprano reference, which has nothing to do with Jersey Shore, but still, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? So yeah, so I'm done eating. Wasn't super hungry to begin. Do not know why. This, I'm gonna take the rest of the evening to sip it because this shit is spicy. I could water it down, but my issue with watering down stuff is we just talked about the benefit of eating spicy food. So we're eating. I'm gonna show you this. This is the suppose thing, and this is what it looks like. Not so great. How about you, Jim? What did you eat today? What is your plan for the weekend? What is your plan for the? I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. I would kill for a cheeseburger right now, but again, we're doing on a diet. What are your plans for tomorrow? Because I was gonna say your plan for the weekend, but the weekend is already done, which is good for you. Good for you. What is your go-to McDonald's order? Are you, by the way, where are you located? Like Montreal, Canada, USA? Because I know you had like a USA PFP. I'm thinking you're Canadian, maybe. Germany. Oh, super nice. Uktenlieber. That's pretty much all I know. Well, no, that's not true. I know Uktenlieber. I do Sprechen Sie Deutsch. That's Dutch. It's 2 a.m. Schnitzel. That's insane. That is insane, and you choose to watch me. I am so lucky to have this honor that you gave me on a Saturday night. Appreciate you. What is your go-to order at McDonald's? Because I will judge you for that. At McDonald's, low-key fire, dude. Low-key fire. We love the quarter pounder. We love the chicken nuggies. We love the ice cream machine that's always broke. Yeah, well, maybe not in Germany. Maybe in Germany it's more like, hey, we've got and fries with Sprite. Yes, queen. What is your no dessert? No dessert. Nuggets and fries is the shizzle. Sprite is possibly the best choice. Next to me, ice cream machine. Whoa, next to you, the McDonald's next to you. Lucky. Are you? Do you know me by your first name? Do they know your order right away? Oh, it's her again. Let's get her some nuggets and fries. That's also good. Fries also good. You see the. Oh, that's so sweet, dude. That is so sweet. That is super sweet. And you never tried something different? What are some fast food chains in Germany? Because we talked about McDonald's, but is there something like KFC, like guys? We're very similar to the American culture, right? So I don't know. Germany seems so far, but then again, is it really far? No, of course not. Okay, so we have a text.
And despite her flourishing YouTube
What should I call it? What should I say?
reputation
Think
will
low.
never be the same. A commentary creator who
Wait, having text. Well, there's a lot of American stuff. Ooh, nice. Okay. Please tell me more. Pray tell me more. You like Germany? It's a nice place. You have good weather there. You have a... Because I imagine Germany has winter like us, right? But it's possibly not the same months as us. It's such a weird thing because you think about the planet, right? And you think about how for us it's morning and for them, for whoever, because I don't know who it is, it's night. And then you think about the winter and months like that. And okay, well, we had winter, you don't have winter. And when we have summer, you have winter. And that's a... That's a... And it's not a real word. I do understand this. I do understand that. We have this. This is good. This is really good, actually. This is really good, actually. But all I seem to see people go with... Oh. Oh, wow. See, you meet the people that are super nice. I'm going to cover this. I'm going to Canada. Whoa. Yeah, we're a bit tired. I'm going to Canada this summer though. To have a place to stay. Well, not that I didn't want to have, but a lot of my parents like, yo, can you please let Jim in? And they'll tell me, who the fuck is Jim? And I'll show them your old PFP, the one with Carl on it. The one with Carl with the eye patch and the flag behind him. They'll be like, sure, we're gonna have this cool this cool kid. America, bro. America. You have to say it with your bravado. Like I said, I'm watching a lot of 90 Day Fiance, and a lot of them are Americans, and it's just phenomenal. But you see, I would like to have as much of a pride to my country as they have, you know, because America. I'm not ashamed of being Canadian, but I don't know if I have this huge pride. I don't know if I feel the need to say every single day I'm Canadian, right? Versus other people that are say, hey, we're Americans, right? See, for example, Jim, we had like 4 or 5 conversations, and it's the first time I don't know if you're a girl or a guy. I keep saying she, and that's the time I say he.
Literally got kickstarted because of Ray William Johnson reacting to my QWOP video in 2010. I can truly understand.
Ooh, guy. Okay, cool. So every time I say she, you forgive me. You forgive me, Jim. We're good. Gentlemen shake. So the show's about to get really good. So although I love you guys, I'm trying to do it 30 minutes every single day. So I'm gonna leave you guys. I want to say thank you to Arlo that came in. I'm gonna say thank you to Jim. I'm gonna say thank you to Andrew. I'm gonna say thank you to Liv. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are amazing, and I'll see y'all tomorrow because your boy has got to go. Thank you so much, arigato. And did you know in Spanish cat is gato? Bye. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. And again, I want you guys to understand. I haven't been doing a long live, but I'm seeing people do 10 hours live, and I would hate to do 10 hours live and just leave for the rest of the week. I would hate that. So I prefer doing like a 20 minutes, a 40 minutes live every single day of the week and just chill about it. I hope you guys understand. It's nothing personal, once again. But yeah, love you guys. Take it easy. I don't want to get burned out also. Right? Oh, wrong button. You would think that it's my first time. It's not my first time. Good time, maybe.
Most critical note that his video is going to reach far more people than will ever actually read that document. He also knows that my video refuting him will also reach 1 fraction of a percent of people who watch his video. This is the power.